Good morning, dear. Have you slept well? Cats standing guard? Against whom? Will they stop the northern barbarians by their sheer fluffiness?
I heard in the east people think that cats guard the gates of the underworld.
It is always wise to be careful.
There is a thing. He asked to see you, Lurco. He says he has a business proposition.
It might still be a good idea to figure out what he's up to. Do be careful, though. Whatever you do, be careful.
That boy who always asks for you hasn't been
Good morning, Domina. I've been waiting for you.
aggressive when I turned him down.
You jest, I'm sure. If anything, I've grown a bigger belly. The wine doesn't help. It is generating quite a bit of income, even though our recipes are old. The grape seed we have imported from Gallia produces tasteful drink. There's always room for improvement, though. I can't think of a reason why he would not be doing well. I've heard Nasamones is a land of forbidden pleasures. Alas, it's too far away. But speaking of our friends in high places, it might be worth going to the Senate this afternoon. Tullius Cicero is holding court there today. You might learn something. That you do. And I can buy some groceries while we're at it.
Domina. Have a good night.
Are we out of wheat? Let's send a boy tomorrow morning to make sure we
Do you
get
need
enough.
me?
These damned crows and their indiscriminate defecation.
Salwe, it is good to see you after all this time. You have a sharp tongue. That unmatched wit of yours will kill me someday. I'm pleased that you did not let our relatively sordid history get in the way of a business transaction. Now, I know you are a rather emotional individual, but I would advise against losing control. This kind of baseless accusation is not to be thrown around lightly. Some people might get offended. Offended people often overreact. Tell me, do you like managing your family's vineyard? To awaken you, perhaps. I have heard tales of your battles. You are a lioness. You're a sister of the Diri themselves. We are very different, you and I. That's why I think we could work together instead of undermining each other. Tiberius was a fool. His vision was limited and crude. He was a believer in the Republic. I believe Rome is in grave danger. It is nothing new, of course. We always had enemies within and without. They always disliked what Rome is and what it stands for. But in the past, Rome used to be a force to be reckoned with. We have grown lazy and soft. Our Republic and its myriad procedures slow us down. These days, we're more interested in talking about things we should do rather than actually doing those things. We do need a new Rome, though, unshackled by the limitations of our ancient system and bureaucracy. It will be a Rome of strong minds willing to make difficult decisions. More importantly, it will teach our enemies to never underestimate us again. I have made my preparations, and I want you by my side. You misunderstand. I would never betray Rome. I am planning to run for consul. I'm sure I can convince you of the validity of my cause. What I'm going to show you will shock you. You'll see why Lucullus is in no position to do anything for Rome. I would not hesitate to serve Rome in war, should the opportunity arise. You will not regret listening to my offer. Wale, until next time.
Good day. Because you are such a delicate young woman, I will offer you a choice. Your money or your life. I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
I believe the meaning was you will regret doing this.
Kill them both.
Salvete, people. Shall we even the odds?
Your timing is impeccable as usual, Kaiso. You save us again.
Always a pleasure, old man. Let us not turn this into a habit, though.
I'd appreciate some help.
There'll be time to bleed later.
Where is Vitellius Lurco, one wonders?
In Tartarus, hopefully. But that's not important. A messenger arrived this morning. It is Proconsul Licinius Lucullus. He says I should find you as soon as possible, and you'd know why.
If I know Dominus Lucullus, he would have sent a rider for you with all the instructions. A reasonable precaution. We may soon need their assistance. You should go ahead. I get the feeling time is of the essence.
Have you ever been to Lutetia? They say it's the most romantic city in the world.
What? More beautiful than Rome itself? I find that hard to believe.
Excuse me.
It arrived just after noon. The rider insists on giving the message to you. It appears this woman was instructed to meet you here as well.
The proconsul just told me to find you. Said you'd know why. Exciting things always happen when you're around.
The message, please.
You must leave everything and come to Nazamones immediately. We're in grave danger. And I'm afraid in this case, we refers to both our family and Rome itself. It seems we have underestimated Vitellius Lurco. Although the little brother wields no political power of significance, he is the de facto leader of his family. An ambitious man who isn't reckless makes an enemy to be reckoned with. His friendly demeanor masks a molten core of vengeful desire. He still remembers how we dismantled their illegal operations in Asia. And I'm afraid he wants our lives in return. I have reason to believe Lurco is planning something big. My speculatores say he's preparing to remove me from my position in Nazamones by force and make it look like a local uprising. If he succeeds, Rome is likely to lose control of the entire territory, giving Lurco the perfect excuse to challenge the current consuls. We cannot allow him to go ahead with this plan. I need your help. Reconstitute Legio Victrix. I know they are still loyal to you. Then sail for Nazamones immediately. A battle-ready army will be the last thing Lurco would expect. Do not despair. Know that the sun is brightest following the darkest day. See this as an opportunity. If we can turn the tables on Lurco, we can at last expose him for the crook he is. I await your arrival anxiously. Your Patronus and your dear friend, Lucius Licinius Lucullus.
I could not find Calida, but I have brought Bestia.
I arrived before any of you did.
You're looking good, Bestia. You have recovered from our last fight?
The injuries were not a problem, but I still owe the Arena Master for all the damages we caused.
It is like old times. I guess this means trouble.
We should leave as soon as possible. But I don't think I'll be able to leave Rome so easily.
Is this about a woman again?
In a way it is. Do you remember that sewer who approached us at Marcellus Vipsanius's? Well, it turns out she was telling the truth. At least, partly. She has given birth to a baby girl. Thanks, I guess. Apparently she tried to escape from Vipsanius, who incidentally is her dominus. The problem is, they're blaming me for it. She claims to be the mother of my child. Perhaps she is, or perhaps she just knows Vipsanius and his people are naive enough to believe her. Of course I didn't. If I ever decide to help another man's cell escape, I will most certainly succeed. Marcellius Vipsanius has a reputation for mistreating his Ceraway.
This may take a few days, but I'm sure we can prove these allegations have no merit.
Thank you, Nagate. I will now take care of our preparations. We leave as soon as possible.
Be careful, child.
Do not worry, Domina. I will make sure we return home safe and sound.
Salvete, travelers. Welcome to the villa of Lucullus of Africa Proconsularis. State your identity and intentions. My apologies for not recognizing you immediately. It's been a long day. The proconsul is currently preoccupied. Please wait in the courtyard while I relay the news of your arrival to him.
Legate, a word? I don't think he recognized you. Smart people can be really good at acting dumb. I'm not sure. Something else is going on here. Little things. His armor is a bit too small for his body. He never called you by name. And did you notice how he failed to pronounce the proconsul's full name?
It is said he who possesses a deceptive heart sees only deception in other people's hearts. And it is known that women are deceptive by nature. Indeed, that was my point. I did not mean any offense, Domina.
I think you should stop talking before you dig yourself a deeper grave.
Well, to err on the side of caution is wise.
Finally, some truth in the old man's words. We should kill them all.
Oh, well, that is not exactly what I was going to propose. In fact, it's quite the opposite of
Killing
what I-
everyone is the most cautious option.
Are you sure you know the meaning of that word? So what if he's rude and his behavior is not proper? Obviously, he's not Roman.
Not really. If we will fight, I am ready.
If you wish. I don't think it's necessary, though.
I apologize for the delay. There have been some security-related problems recently. We had to take precautions. Relinquish your weapons here, please. No one's allowed to bear arms inside the villa.
Are you not glad that you heeded my advice?